So this is the Padlet I made for the project one, and this Padlet including all of my works, including the artist researches, experiments, and all the works I did on my sketchbook. So I'm gonna talk through it. The first call about the tasks, and they are the start of this project, and the 5 objects I chose were all included in my final outcome. So these are the works I made. I photographed them, and they were all on my sketchbook. So I also wrote some annotations next to them. And this is a portrait of my friend. And this is task 5, which I used Photoshop to finish. And after the task, I started to do the map researches, and I did them mostly on Pinterest, which give me my initial ideas. And the next is the experiments I made, which I also write annotations underneath. And after that, I started to prepare for the final outcome. The first thing I did was to collect memories, because I wanted my final outcome be related to myself, both inside and outside, so I decided to relate it to my personal memory and experience. So I started to collect symbols and objects that can represent some of my memories. And I also wrote some explanations underneath some of the photos. And then a column for the feedback of tutorial and artist research. And reflection of artist research, Andrew Ray. I really like him. And he inspired me of how to present my final piece. And this is a LinkedIn certification. And after that, I started to do some rough sketches of the memories. And I also wrote some explanations underneath or next to each sketch. And after that, I started to do a rough sketch of the final piece, and I also experimented the color palette and tried to present it in some different ways by using different colors. And after that is the second artist research, which is Mr. Doodle, and also reflections. And after that, I tested materials, which helped me to select the most suitable material for me to draw the final piece. And the last column is about the progress of making final piece. First, I drew out the outline, and I used mark pens to draw out the outline, and used acrylic colors to paint some of the important memories. And after tutorial 2, I started to think about the balance of the illustration, where before most of the colors are on the left hand, so it makes the right side looks a bit empty. So I then draw it, painted more colors on it. So this is pretty much it.